Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm in the KFC drive-thru. I'm gonna order what the car in front of me just ordered. It looks like a four-wheel drive. And we are gonna do a little questions, eat with me, mukbang. It's been a hot minute.
Hi, for sure.
Hi, could I please order what the car in front of me just ordered, if that's okay?
What the car in front just ordered?
Yeah.
So a large in a stacker box
Sure.
with a popcorn chicken go bucket.
Yep.
No worries, drive-thru.
Oh wait, can I also please get the new original crispy burger as well? Just the burger.
By itself?
Yeah, because I really want to try that too.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Not a problem, drive-thru.
They're probably thinking, why is she ordering so much? I really wanted to try that burger. My car has fully turned off, by the way. I did cheat because I got my own drink that I wanted. I wanted Pepsi Max. And I am hungry, let me tell you. I've just finished up at the hairdresser, Alex, who did an amazing job. Thank you so much. I said to her, I'm gonna film a YouTube video and I'm going out for dinner, so your hair won't go to waste. Anyway, the car in front of me ordered a little go bucket of popcorn chicken. Oh my God, the go bucket has chips in there? That's kind of iconic. I love that so much. I'm hungry. Yum. Okay, let's have a look at what's in the other thing. Oh shit. There's a lot in here. I really wanted to try the original crispy burger, so we're gonna get into that. We've also got a zinger. We also have, 3 little pieces of this. What is this called? Wicked wings? Are these wicked wings? And then a large chips. Wow. Lucky I'm going home. I'm going to be able to give some of this to someone else. Okay, I want to start with this, which I know is not technically what they ordered, but this came out last week while I was in Thailand and I was desperate to try it because I love the original fillet. This is like double layered, so the chicken should be extra, extra crunchy. Let's get into it. Oh my God, yes. Wow, that's so good. I did put a question box up in my broadcast channel and I had some of you ask me some stuff in there, so thank you if you submitted something. Alright, I was going in and trying to pick which questions I would answer and I've nearly finished the first burger. But question number 1 is, what is your favorite part about living solo? And oh my gosh, I really am really loving it so much. I will say it's been a bit hard not having Franklin there, and that hasn't really felt like a home or felt too homey. He will be coming with me either this weekend by the time this video is up or next week when I'm back from the Gold Coast, because I might be going to the Gold Coast. I haven't booked flights yet, but I might be going. Anyway, I am so excited to have him there, and I have really just been enjoying the freedom and also the ability to make the space my own entirely, from what couch I want to where I put artwork to what plates I want. Like, I can just make it really, really me. It's like having my own room but on steroids, which I love. So yeah, I'm gonna say the freedom to like do what I want when I want and decorate however I want. A lot of these are about me moving. Why do people consider it mukbangs when only getting one meal? Mukbang means copious amounts of food. I'm trying. It's a hard balance, right? It's a balance between like wanting to eat as much as you possibly can and also not wanting to have too much waste. Like, I'm really mindful about when I do it because I need to make sure I can go and see somebody so I can share the food after this, because I would never want to put it in the bin. Like, I would keep it and feed it to somebody else. And I guess that's why maybe I only order what the car in front is ordering. Have I ever done one meal? Well, sometimes I have, because the car in front has only ordered one meal. Maybe I do mine wrong though. Maybe I'm meant to take a bite of everything. Who makes the rules? Yum. Okay, take the sip correctly. Oh, this question is so hard. What has been your favorite brand that you have worked with so far? That's like asking me to pick a favorite child if I had children. I can't pick a favorite one. There are so many that I love. Off the top of my head, Jaz Hand Made. I did 2 collaborations with Jaz. I adore Jaz. Elite 11. I wear their activewear every single day, and I'm so blessed to keep working with them, and I adore them. I love their activewear so much. I love them as people. I love them as a brand, and I'm so grateful that I get to do that. I'm also really grateful for, the ones coming to my mind are the recent ones, like the Listerine trip, the Cook Islands trip, the Petal and Pup haul that I got to do. I got to work with Priceline. Like, these are brands that I have bought or only ever dreamed of working with, and every day I'm like, pinch me. How is this my life? Like, I'll never get over it, and I will never take it for granted. I think you guys know that. I always say how grateful I am, and I always say that, like, I wouldn't have this without you. Thank goodness we have some gravy. Is that just gravy? No, potato and gravy. Because I really wouldn't be able to do this without you. Oh, that's so hot. I just burnt my tongue. Seriously, I'm in trouble. I'm already feeling full. Oh my God, what is this? Zinger Stacker? What does that mean? Oh my God, there's 2. Can you see that? It's like cheesy. Yum. All right. Thank God my car's not clean. I mean, it was kind of clean when I got it serviced. Oops. I can get around that. You know what? I do like zingers. I never really order them though. The only time I tend to order them is if they've run out of like original fillet. But I forgot how good they are. That cheese is really nice, and so is that sauce. Really good. Mmm. 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 All right, next question. I need a napkin. I love the way this person asked this question because I get asked this quite a bit, and I just think this has been asked really nicely. How are things with your family? And thank you so much for asking like that. Things with my family are, I don't even know the word to describe it, to be honest. Obviously, my parents separated late last year. We all still lived in the same house. I only moved out, what, 3 weeks ago? Has it been 3 weeks? It's been 4 weeks. I only moved out 4 weeks ago, so we were all living in the same house. As you can imagine, highly emotional, highly painful, really difficult, really overwhelming. Everyone is healthy, everyone is okay, and that's like the main thing at the end of the day. But, you know, divorce and separation, I think for the people getting separated is hard. And there's obviously my sister and I who, of course we're adults, we're grown adults, but it's hard. I think it's hard to watch your parents go through separation. And I know I have so many of you who have had parents who have gone through a separation, and you message me and you say, how are you dealing with it and how are you coping? And I haven't even had advice. I'm like, I'm going through it. I don't fucking know how to do this. So it has been really hard. But yeah, it's, we're okay. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And I think we're gonna try and be as healthily functioning as we can as a family unit, like even though it's broken essentially, in a way. But anyway, everyone's good, everyone's healthy, everyone's thriving, and that's all I can ask for, so thank you. Speaking of family, we have a question from one of you saying, has your family met your mans? And no, he actually hasn't met my family, and I do want to arrange for that. And he did come to my house, but it was really hard to like have him over in that situation, and I just felt overwhelmed. And so now obviously he's coming over to my house and we see each other quite a bit, and so I would like to have a situation where I can have him meet, you know, my nearest and dearest, and that will happen in good time. I have met some of his family, and that's been really lovely. And yeah, I feel like things will just keep progressing at a really healthy, normal pace now that I do have my own space and I am in a better headspace and I am in a better environment, because it was really impacting my mental health. I'm just getting stuck on this popcorn bucket, but I'm getting through it. I love popcorn chicken. Underrated. Well, no, it's not underrated. People know it's good, Adele. There are so many questions about him. Okay, let me give you a quick overview. Things are going good. We're really happy. Yes, I have kept a lot of it offline. Will I share more? Maybe. Why haven't I wanted to? Part of me wants to protect the relationship. part of me wants to protect him. He also doesn't have social media, and he is very supportive of my job. So supportive. He would happily take pictures for me, would happily film for me. Like, he really enjoys getting my vlog camera and pretending to vlog himself, actually. We have a good laugh and we have so much fun together. And I am really hopeful, and I just think I'm sharing what I feel comfortable with. Oh, and I would love for people to also realize it's not just me, like there's him involved too. So I obviously always want to respect his boundaries and requests and things like that. And so yeah, things are really good between us. I'm really happy, and I hope you can see that in the vlogs, and I hope you can see that in me. He has also been so patient to have been dating me and been with me through like a really difficult time in my life, like a really difficult time in my life. I don't think, and maybe one day, again, I'll open up more about it, but I don't even know if he truly knows how fucked things like got for me for a couple moments there, here and there over the last few months. But I'm really grateful and I'm really happy, and yeah, hopefully you'll see more soon. I'm so full and I'm getting hot. Doing this in a wool top. Was that a smart situation, Adele? Probably not. Okay, this question comes up every single time. Would you consider getting a friend for Franklin, a second Dashie? No, absolutely not. 100% no, especially now that I'm living by myself. Yeah, no. I just can't. Also, Franklin is like an only child. I don't want him to have to like fight for my love. I want him to be the center of attention, okay? And he wants that too. So, I can't wait for him to come with me. But yeah, it had just been too difficult between me traveling and me traveling again and getting deliveries and having like all those boxes around and just having so much unsettledness. I just didn't want him to panic. He will adjust and he will take time, but I just know him so well, and I've done what's best for him. But yeah, no puppies for me. No. Not at this point. Maybe one day, like I said, down the track in many, many years. But even then, I'm like, if Franklin was ever to leave me, and he won't because he's gonna live forever, I don't know what I would do. I don't even know if I'd get another dog. The thought of that makes me want to vomit. Makes me want to be unwell. Seriously. Oh, I love this one. How did you have the courage for a career change in your late 20s? I didn't. I did not have the courage. I tell you, do you know how scared I was? Do you know how scared I was to resign to my old boss? And bless him, because it has been, yeah, just a wild journey. It will be 2 years in September, or in August. 2 years or 3 years? When did I quit my job? Fuck, I don't even know. I should know that. Maybe 3 years. Who knows? Anyway, how did I have the courage? I thought to myself, knowing what I knew in my 20s and leading up to that, I just thought to myself, if this goes to shit, if I hate it, if I don't want to do this, if I, one day decide I don't want to do social media anymore, or one day I get over it, or one day I find a passion in something else, I want to know that I gave it a shot and said, hey, yep, I tried and it didn't work out and I changed my mind, or I failed at it, or whatever. I'd rather know than wonder what if for the rest of my life. And I also said to myself, like, how old was I? Maybe 28, 29. I had gone through some hardships in that point, up until that point, and I knew that I would be okay, regardless of what would happen, even if it wasn't successful, even if it didn't go well, even if it didn't go to plan, and just that desire of trying. And so yeah, I would say it was largely me not wanting to wonder what if, because that would eat me alive. That would eat me alive. And I'm really grateful for the decision that I made, and I'm also at an age where I know that I can again change my pathway at any time again, which is okay. Like, you can change your pathway and at any point, whenever you want. And that's the best thing about life. Like, you are in the driver's seat. You're driving that ship, you're driving that car, and you can make it turn left, you can make it turn right, you can slam on your brakes. So that's how I view it. I'm like, how cool one day, if I do get to have kids or grandkids or whatever, or even if I just have friends when I'm older, or my family when I'm older, I can look back and say, yeah, I gave it a crack. I gave it a red hot fucking crack. And I think that's cool. Okay, I did say this. There's heaps on moving out and living alone. Go back and listen to the podcast episode I did. It came out, last Sunday? It's about the best and worst of living alone. I answered quite a lot of these without realizing in that podcast episode. How do you start to be an influencer? Tips and must-have equipment. All you have to do is have a phone, download TikTok, download Instagram, download YouTube. Literally just start posting. Be consistent. Be yourself and keep showing up. That's my top tips. You don't need to go all out with the gadgets and shit like that until you just start to be consistent. And then go on my Amazon storefront. There's a little tab that says content finds, blah, blah, blah. Go on there and you'll be able to see the things that I recommend, like the tripod, the ring light, XYZ. All right. I'm getting all chickened out. Oh my goodness, how did I nearly miss this one? Is there an update on your journal? Yes, fucking yes. So thank you for everyone's patience. I'm sorry that I haven't given you an update here. I think I posted about it on an Instagram story. But my journal was meant to launch last year. And going to Europe kind of derailed that a little bit. There was also a possible pathway that the journal was going to go down, which I wasn't really happy with, and I'm glad it didn't go down in the end. And that then caused the journal to go on hold around the same time we redesigned the podcast artwork and the podcast for season 2. So after we did that and changed all of the branding for the podcast, the journal then needed to be revised and updated. However, the back end of last year, honestly, since my parents' separation, life has been fucking full on. Life has been chaotic, and I haven't had the mental capacity to continue putting out podcast episodes, to continue putting out YouTube videos and other content, and also doing the live show at Beyond the Valley, also doing this other amazing stuff that I'm so grateful to do, and also show up as a daughter and navigate my parents' separation and navigate some of the worst mental health in my life. So the journal is still on hold. It is something that I really want to do, and it is something that I'm going to say I will do in my career. I just don't know when that will be. So I don't know. Right now it's on hold. It'll be on hold. You'll know when it's not on hold, I promise. All of those are done, and I've been low-key like picking at these. Still very much got this. Fuck. You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god, what's that other takeaway? Why can't I think of it? Oh my god, they do chicken burgers as well. What is it called? I found it. A Porto. This sauce reminds me of a Porto. The orange one. Very good. It's almost identical. Back to the questions. My phone is still plugged into my car, and it was making it really hard. I'm trying to answer something I haven't answered yet. Will the powerlifting era ever make a comeback? And you know what? It's funny that you asked that, because in my back boot, I've got my old gym bag that has my belt, it's got my shoes, it's got my knee sleeves, my wrist straps, and I haven't touched that bag in a hot minute. I don't know if it ever will, to be honest. And what was happening towards the end of my powerlifting journey is that I was starting to get injured, and then because I was getting injured, I was not able to train, and I was just like, I'm getting injured because lifting this much weight, and yes, it's cool to say like, oh my god, I can deadlift 150 kilos and I competed and I won a medal. Like, it's amazing, and I'm so grateful that I got those opportunities and that I have worked really hard and I have been so strong at some points in my life. But at some point I just decided it's not worth it. I'm getting older. I don't need to be putting my hips out. And it wasn't that I was putting my hips out. It was just lifting heavy repeatedly in the same plane of movement over and over and over does just put tension on certain areas of your body. And I had a few hip issues, and not that I ever did like a serious injury, but there was like tweaks and niggles, and I just thought, I never really made a comeback as well after lockdown. I noticed that too. COVID did change that for me. But in saying that, I low-key think it's a good thing, because now I'm just so neutral with the gym. I'm just like, I go in, I do my 4 sessions, I'm really happy, I get the endorphins, I leave, I go home, and it's amazing, and it's the best thing ever, and I'm so happy that I am able to do that and that my body allows me to do that, and I'm very, very grateful every single day. Whereas when I was powerlifting, I'd go in the gym, I'd go to like lift my weight, and then I'd be angry if I couldn't lift it because my body was tired and I obviously needed rest. And I'd put so much pressure on myself. So I think I'm actually in an even better place now not doing that. Obviously, I understand wanting to challenge yourself. It's the same reason I think runners do like marathons and things like that. So I don't think it's going to make a comeback, but who knows? I might end up like having a midlife crisis at 35 and becoming a marathon runner. So stay tuned to see if the powerlifting era does come back, or maybe a different era will come back or start. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm so full. I'm going out for dinner tonight for Suzanne's birthday. Hopefully I'm hungry by that point. Seriously. Oh my God. All right, I think I'm gonna do one more question, I reckon. How to stay positive even in the shittest situations. And I hope you're okay, whoever asked that. It's not nice going through it. Like when you're going through it, you're like, holy shit, is this ever gonna get better? But let me tell you, this will pass. Am I fogging up my car? It will pass. You're gonna be okay. It might not feel like it and you might not see the light at the end of the tunnel, but just trust me, it's coming. Nothing is ever permanent. Everything is temporary. The good and the bad, which is a little bit sad. That rhymed. But the way that I don't even stay positive. I just stay reminding myself it's gonna be okay. It might not be okay right now, but it will eventually be okay. I'm not gonna have to have this situation forever. It'll get better. I'll make it through it. I'll adjust. I'll get help if I need, like depending on what it is. Obviously, I don't know what your shit situation is. And I also don't necessarily love like, oh, you have to be positive all the time. I don't think that. Like, I don't know if that's a healthy thing to aim for. I just like to remind myself that when I'm going through it, nothing is ever permanent. And not to like, you know, make permanent decisions based on like how I'm feeling. Because sometimes when you're really in your feels, it can be so heavy and so overwhelming. But sometimes you just need to give it some time and get that help, and you know the light can start to come through the clouds and it can start to feel a little bit better. So hang in there and just know that it will get better. And if you need, go listen to 1,000 episodes of Your Safe Space, or come and watch all my YouTube videos. I'll try and cheer you up, promise. All right, I'm tapping out. Seriously, this is a real shit effort on my behalf, honestly, but I can't. I actually am at capacity. Why did I just eat that? You know what, I actually did all right. I ate the whole thing of that, some of the potato and gravy, 1 2/3 of the burger. There's like 1/3 left, but I am gonna wrap that up. And then I ate 1.5 of those wing things and nearly ate the whole lot of that. But I'm gonna keep it, and I really love this little go bucket. I've never ordered one of those from KFC before, but I think that'd be a nice little snack on the run, and I'm gonna drink some of this. But now it is time to go and organize myself and do a bit more work, head home, and then get ready to go out for dinner with Suze. And it's her actual birthday tomorrow. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience in getting this video, or watching this video, and me getting it up for you, because it was meant to be out last week. I do have some crazy cool videos coming for the channel. Next week, I am doing something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I'm going to take you guys along, and I can't wait to show you. But stay tuned for the vlog tomorrow. It is a big week. Yeah, we get more furniture, lots of fun things are happening, and you'll get to come and see everything. And I love you guys. I'm just rambling now. Look after yourselves, look after each other. Thank you for being here. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm in a food coma.